Well, hello there, everybody. It has been some time, over a month, since our last series on this channel, but a mod has come out in the meantime, and I wanted to share it with you because it is actually a mod that I worked on, Post Finem. It is my mod. Actually, I'm the lead dev for it, and I have spent a crazy amount of time with just working on it, and I'm really, really proud of it. It came out here last Friday, and it is in the description. You can download it and play it right now with this gorgeous background soundtrack made by the very talented Runite Drill, who's made basically any theme for any mod of EU4 that you've played in the past like 2 years. And he also just released, I want to give him a shout out, he just released a soundtrack with Paradox. It's as a DLC. I think it's $5. And you can get some really great tunes. It's focused on Germany and like the HRE. I recommend you check it out. It's a really, really good listening. But today we are going to start a run here in Post Finem. And I figured there's a ton of nations that anybody can play as, and anybody who was watching YouTube in the last week or so has probably seen a couple of videos out of the mod. I know Red Hawk had some fun with Macedonia. I believe Lath did Carthage, Corbett over in Gaul. I think I'm going to go with Carthage because I actually tweaked some stuff based on Lath's feedback, and there's quite a bit that you can expect. I'm not going to play an Iron Man just because it slows it down. I'm not going to cheat. You can trust me. But yeah, I hope that you guys are excited for the run. If you are, please make sure you leave a like and don't forget to subscribe because these videos are going to be coming out every Monday through Friday. So should be a really good time. So here we are Carthage, and I am going to turn this music down just a bit because it's a little overpowering for me, just a little bit. It's a beautiful song, beautiful, beautiful song. So here we go. You're going to notice we're in a pretty crappy situation. We have negative prestige, negative stability, bad Republican tradition. And we have some subjects and they all hate us. We also have on the brink of disaster because if you don't know, we are a nation in decline, but there is a silver lining here, my friends. Carthage begins the game with cores on all of their subjects. Think them a la Timurids, right? That's the kind of vibe we were going for. We can go ahead and pick some rivals here. It does not matter. We will do literally nothing with them early on. And I believe we're just going to focus on admin here. Day one. Our Melic here is okay. Dev cost, Diplo rep will be useful. So we have some money. Some siege ability was fine. So I guess we'll just go with him. You do see, if you take a look at the trade node, map mode, things a little bit different. We actually have an end node here. So Lord willing, we're going to be able to collect quite a bit of trade here, though Italia is pretty competitive as well. So there's quite a bit that we're going to have to be keeping our eyes on. So let's take a look here at our privileges because Post Finem also added quite a few more. I think we added 4 more per, give or take. There's quite a bit. So we're going to need to find anything we can to get some bonuses to our stab costs. Yeah, like right here, tolerance. I don't care about that. The stab cost modifier is going to be huge, and the tolerance of the true faith is also quite good. So if we can keep these guys loyal, that'll be good for us. The crown land it's fine. I'm not really stressed about crown land early on. Let's also go with some clerical education and religious diplomats is pretty solid. Oversight. And that is good enough for me, I think. Yeah, I don't want to lose too much crown land until we get our subjects integrated. We will go for the mana eventually. Not right now, though. We could go with strong duchies, and I think I probably will. Right off the rip, that will probably make things a little bit less painful for us. And I don't really think the manpower is as important early on, but I will take the mill mana. And then let's go ahead and go indebted to our boys right off the rip as well. Let's get this prestige. That 25 is going to get us up almost breaking even. We'll come back for the Diplo mana. Free enterprise is fine. Private trade fleets is fine. And internal competition, production efficiency is pretty solid. Mercantilism, goods produced. It's a lot of, you got to keep an eye on this though. Basically all of these have some trade-off. Provincial trade power, so it costs some manpower. Yeah. We're just going to go without it for now. Let's go ahead and get this. And I would like to get my Kahunit here up. So we'll go with the positive stability. We're going to be working towards that anyways. So our stab cost is 182. Oh, it's so painful. Yeah. The lack of Republican tradition is going to be a problem. Let's see if we can actually get something up here. We may actually even be able to get a stability if we play it smart here. Tax, 8 tax. Nice. Tax modifier. Numidia. So this is income from vassals. Diplo annex cost. None of these really appeal to me, except for maybe the admin mana and the tech cost. Let's go ahead and take it and give up some crown land. Sure thing. That extra admin mana will help us get our stability up. Early on, we're going to have to play it safe. We really do. So we start off as Punic as our religion, and I guess I can actually show you the religious map mode in general. So it's definitely quite different from what you would have come to expect from vanilla EU4. We have Punic essentially over here in the west, Hellenic over in the east, and then up in the north is Druidic, and then what is the barbarians, so to speak, the Germanics, the Slavs, the Remuva, what a lot of people would call Suo-Minusko, but it literally, here's the thing. I've actually gotten comments saying like it doesn't make sense to have them be animist because they should be called Suo-Minusko. Suo-Minusko literally just means like finish in Finnish. It literally just means finish. So it's okay. It doesn't need to be that. But Norse is over here, and there's quite a bit of interesting stuff going on. You can see here, this is one that I'm particularly happy with, is you got the Conqueror Bold Fighter, Newt Ulrichsen here. Newt Stormbringer, he is essentially like the Skanderbeg of this run, and recently has conquered this land from Celtica and Brigantes. So Nordenvik is kind of like a Danelaw of sorts, as is Lagerland. They are down here, and they are a Norse invasion kingdom here in the lowlands of mostly Phrygia for the most part. But yeah, they start with a really good general, and you know, there's some really cool stuff over here. Lots of releasable tags. There's releasable tags basically in like most all nations, especially the major ones. There's releasable tags, formable tags. There's a ton of content. Like, I cannot emphasize enough how much work went into this mod. I've been working on it for like 7 months, so I definitely recommend you check it out. But we have our deity system, and we also have schools. So we can choose, you know, basically from a lot of things. And there's probably going to be some stuff that looks a little goofy just from my UI mod. Don't worry about it. So Diplorep and Liberty Desire from Subjects Development is probably going to be a good shout here. Economically, I think we're doing fine. Got to keep in mind, we can only use these once per leader lifetime, but since we're a republic, it's not actually that big of a deal. So these sorts of things will be very useful for getting our subjects' liberty in check. We're probably going to need to at least do some development early on here, but we'll see what we can do. So let's go ahead and improve with our subjects and take a look at our mission tree before we unpause. So we've got a decent mission tree. I made this mission tree myself, so I'm fairly adept at it. I know what I'm looking at. So of course we have our usual build to your force limit, get your manpower up, and get a general. That will get us some claims and some mill mana. Integrate the subjects. We will get some stability and some claims on a Mauritania region. Really? So yep, we've got new regions as well. Mauritania has been split off from the Maghreb. A bunch of them have been renamed. North Italy and South Italy, or Italia. Illyria has been split off from Macedonia. And we have Phoenicia and Mesopotamia have been split from the Mashriq, and Caucasia has been expanded a bit, and Anatolia has been shrunk a bit. Of course, some stuff has moved around over here. Carpathia is now East Germania, and South Germany is squished a little bit. So we have East Germania, North Germania. Poland is Severoslavia, which means like Upper Slavia, and Yugoslavia, not that one, means Lower Slavia. A bunch of things have been renamed because we don't have the Rus in this timeline. We have Mongols, so Barun, and then Rus Bulak and Pontintal. So some good names here. Celtica, these are the Celtic Isles, of course, and Gaul. So yeah, definitely something we need to keep our eyes on. And we do have our own naval modifier here. That we got our own wooden wall, the Punic Naval Heritage. Something we will probably take, but for now, I'm going to save that money because we very well may need it. So our army size is fairly solid, actually. We don't want our subjects to declare any independence wars. That is definitely something we're going to have to keep an eye on. You know, if we're going to go for this mission, we need our manpower. We're going to need a couple of months worth of manpower at least. I vote we just get some mercs here. Do we have army professionalism to start? We have 10%. Damn. Maybe I actually don't. Huh. Nah, we'll just go with the we'll go with them. It's fine. And get a general here. Mago. And then we'll get make our guy a guy. Ooh, my goodness. Okay. Let's get him drilling. Why not? Let's go ahead and go on up to speed 4 for now. Unpause. Now, getting our subjects' liberty desire down is going to be very important. We do not want them to be getting their independence guaranteed by anybody. But we are gaining quite a bit of admin efficiency or admin mana early on, so we may be able to get that stab. Now, I think I'm actually going to re-roll this guy a few times and see if we can get ourselves, turn these forts off. How many forts I got? Two forts. I got 2 forts. All right, let's turn them off. I'm going to see if I can get a stab cost guy. Why not? National tax is always nice as well. We're not losing that much money. But yeah, getting these guys loyal is going to be very, very important for us. And so we're going to keep an eye out for these guys here. Another tax guy. Oh my goodness. People want alliances. Roma, huh? So Roma is the Adorim of the Federation. We also have some boys over here. Suebi wants an alliance. I will go ahead and ally these guys. They're big and strong, and they will probably keep us from getting attacked early on here. Especially by Egyptos, though it looks like Egyptos is having some rebel issues right now. Let's boost that up. We need to get it up to at least 1, I think, before I'm really going to be too focused on that. Now, this brink of disaster lasts for 20 years. And you can see here, ignore the yellow text. That's a bug with the Stellaris text font. The Safet should just be purple. That's kind of what it is. But anyways, you can see here, we are losing Republican tradition with these guys in power. So we definitely want to get our Adorim in power. The Adorim is like the Republican versus the Safet, who is like the king. Think of it like a king and a prime minister sort of deal. And so that balance of power, we want to shift it towards the Adorim, and that is going to get us get rid of that malice to Republican tradition, because we need to get that up. We need to get it up. I may actually consider buying some Republican tradition. Not sure. Scraps of an empire. Carthaginians are our brothers. Hey, how about that? We are now historic friends with these guys. How wonderful. I love that. I love you, Subi. I will marry you, bro. So, how are we doing with this guy? Let's start a little slow here, but it's okay. It'll all be worth it. Definitely need to make sure that our subjects are not getting too upset with us. Damn. It's okay. Kind of hate that, but that's okay. Oh, hey, just like that. Missionary strength? Nah. The monthly reform progress is also pretty tempting, but not for a level 2. I'm not really too fussed about a level 2. Dev cost. You know, it's good, but it's really not. Gaul has announced this as the rival. The Gallic Menace, huh? Okay. So it looks like Lombardia is asking to join the Federation. So the first event here has happened. Oh, it looks like they actually declined it. Oh, they did. Oh, interesting. Okay. We can invite a scholar, huh? So we can go with the Diplo rep from the Syncretist. It does cost admin mana, but that extra Diplo rep is going to help us keep our subjects that much more loyal. So if we can just flip them down under 50, we can get a royal marriage and kind of lock it in. So that's pretty worth it, in my opinion, because we do not want anybody to support their independence. Like that will be tragic. Yearly prestige. This is fine. I do need to probably, you know what? I think our economy is fine. We will be able to make back the money that we're losing. It's nothing that I'm really too fussed about. Now for this one, we just need our manpower level up, which we are almost there. We'll be there in about 3 or 4 months. That will get us some mill mana and some claims. Oh, just kidding. Okay. Well, I suppose if we've got some claims, we could maybe try to attack for them, get our subjects to be nice and happy with us. So we'll wait for those claims to go through. We have naval dominance. They'll call in Isle. Oh, maybe we don't have naval dominance. 21 ships. My goodness. Well, you can see here, these guys are pirates. Both of them are, actually. These two nations are pirates, as is Yathrib or Yarib over here. They are pirates. And then Crete over here is also pirates. They are the only pirates in the mod. And then up north, we don't have any pirates, but these guys here, you can see the Norse Jarldoms gets raiding coasts, and then the Norse warlords also have the ability to raid coasts. So, I mean, it makes sense. It does make sense, right? So that's okay. Macedonia is ostracized. Egyptos is getting dumpstered right now. We could humiliate them. You know what? I think that's the move. Let's go ahead and attack these guys, because they can't be supported if they're in a war with me. Achia or whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. They have 14,000 troops and they're occupied heavily by those guys. I'm going to go ahead and do this. That naval combat off of own coast is just too good to give up. I will have these guys protect trade in Carthage though, or maybe the Aegean or Alexandria. Oh, let's go with Alexandria. Go home at war, and let's have you guys get an admiral. I only have 3 galleys? Son of a gun. All right, so these guys probably have a navy then. Yeah. The lack of galleys is it's not helpful. Okay, maybe we'll keep the light ships in the fleet for now. Okay, I will get these guys grouped up here. Mago is, I want a Magal here. I want him in charge. And I'll have these guys kind of act as a reserve. But yeah, with these guys in a war with us, they're going to be much more willing to be amicable with us. So we're going to need to make sure they only have 5,000 manpower. So we can probably actually get an early humiliate off, which would be wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Obviously stability is going to be an issue, but I'm going to turn these forts off. Nobody is going to be landing any men on here. Now we've got some ships that are damaged. I'm going to go ahead and pull back and let's get some galleys going. Yeah, that's fine. Couple of galleys will be good. Now, our economy is not doing so hot. I'm not going to lie. We are a great power, actually. 6th great power. Okay. Expulsion of the Scarlet Delegation. Very cool. So, Scarlet Delegation will be revoked from, I think that's the nobility, if I recall. So, they get some diplo rep. And, every other Punic member of the Federation will lose opinion. My goodness. Italia, what you doing, baby? So yeah, once we get those galleys up, we'll be in a much better spot, but the naval dominance isn't nearly as important. It's not nearly as important. All right, yeah, they're getting some armies up, but right now it's just mano y mano till we get our relations up with these boys. So we do need to be mindful of that. Let's just head towards here, and then I'll have these guys. Let's lose our core there. It's fine. We'll get it back very shortly once we integrate them. So we're gonna head over here and I'm just trying to avoid any battles if I don't have to fight them. See if we can get onto Alexandria. So the goal will be I get onto Alexandria, and they see they just got a water shortage. So like this is totally good because this allows me to actually take over the siege. If you don't know, that's how this works. So we may actually even wipe their army out. No, we did not. But we take over on a 7%. Oh, it's so good. We don't have any spy network, but that's okay. So now we just kind of sit here and wait. And yeah, they got 11,000 men. I think we win. I think we win. I would like to have gotten some claims, but it's really not an issue. The sack of Alexandria. Let's go. As much as I really do like army professionalism, the money is pretty big. I'm going to take the money. I normally would never even think of that, but I think it needed to be done. So let's see here. My subjects should be getting there. Oh my goodness, they're so close. Tripoli. Okay. We're going to need to... I mean, I can develop them just a little bit if I need to. Yikes. Do you have any land that is not garbage? Oh, it's such bad development cost. Okay. Okay. So they're loyal now, or at least they will be. I should be able to do royal marriages, if I recall correctly. Disloyal attitude. Wait for the monthly tick. So yes, our government allows royal marriages. Carthage's does. So that's good. So those guys are loyal now. That's big. That's 7,000 troops that we have coming our way. Numidia is still very rowdy. But Algiers actually has 10,000 troops. So as much as I don't want to do this, I do not want to go behind on tech. it may actually be the move to get them, to keep them loyal. A little bit of move stuff up front. Go one more dev click there. And then that should keep us solid there. Now, I'm going to scorch these provinces with the little bit of mill mana that I do have, just to make sure that I'm preventing any shenanigans. And just like that, we've got 2 loyal subjects that we'll be able to integrate here in 54. Now, Numidia is going to be a little bit tougher of a sell, but we'll keep it on them. And let's make sure we are getting some spy network built up on these guys. Very important. Spy network will very much help you in all of that stuff. Now they have 7 galleys. Yeah, I can't compete with that. So once we get the rest of our galleys up here, the wooden wall will be quite helpful, I think. All right, so they're coming in. All right, let's let their morale tick up though. Give them another month here. Meanwhile, my boys are over here sieging down. Life is good. All right, boost that stability up. I actually don't know if stability helps with that, but ooh, some Republican tradition. Ooh, normally, yeah. That Republican tradition is pretty solid. The loss of mana early on, I think we're going to suffer a little bit, but this is kind of by design, if I'm being honest. They are a nation in decline after all. All right, let's get these guys over here. We're sitting at 12,000 troops. I really think we are sorted. All right. Let's pull the Navy out here. Let's not have them go until they've engaged. Very good. That should be a dub. Oh, they are reinforcing. They've got 11 galleys. Yeah, we're losing some damage to our ships there. We lost a galley. Damn. That's even with the wooden wall. They might have an admiral on us. 4 fire leader, huh? 3 shock. My goodness. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get these guys down to reinforce. Hopefully my boys don't get wiped. Looks like we are getting absolutely dumpstered in that battle, though. Must have rolled terribly or something. It is what it is. They're not going to get me off this fort, so it doesn't actually matter that much. And negative prestige is not helping us either, though, on the morale front. Let's get you guys here. We'll go one more repair tick, and then we'll detach and come on over here. We still get that wooden wall bonus, or the combat off of owned fort, or owned coast, or whatever. Man, they just have so many ships they're reinforcing, but looks like we're finally doing some damage to them. We're actually taking very little damage relative to them. Okay, very good. That's a 1 for 3. That is totally fair. Let's get you guys over here. And that should... Oh, they actually attacked us. Is that a hill? Oh, it's desert. Okay. That may be a wipe. Oh, very good. Wonderful, wonderful. All right. So in the meantime, I need to be looking at Numidia. Yeah, my army is too small, they say. I'm self-conscious about it. Okay. Let's see if we can track these guys' navy down. I don't get the wooden wall bonus over here. Oh, yikes. Oh, I made a mistake. 3 galleys down. Yikes. Okay. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. So if I want to get a show strength off and get that mana, let's see what we need to do here. They're going to require quite a bit of occupations. Despite them being completely out of their league, they are not willing to give it up, which is all right, I suppose. Let's have you guys head over here, and let's have you guys siege down the rest of the land over here. What am I doing? The hotkeys, man. The hotkeys. Mason, what do they mean? Here we go. Just get them full occupied to the best of our ability. They do have an ally over there that we need to be mindful of, but it's probably fine. They still have 8 galleys to our 2. Yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and retire the fleet for now. Get these guys occupied. Now you could make an argument that the money might be a little more useful, and I'm sure we could get quite a bit of money from them if we were to do this. So I think I may actually just go with the humiliate for the age objective. I think I value the money more than the mana right now. Though as much as I want to get my stability up, I think the money is going to be quite important. So let's get you over here. Let's get that occupied and besieged provinces debuff on them for seeking peace. I think they only go down like 2 or 3 provinces over here, so I think we're good. They are asking for peace. Cyanopolis has been won. So let's get you guys occupied over here. Have you guys come on over here. No armies allowed. And that should be enough. Very good. War reps. I think this is fine. A shorter truce is also good with me. This gives us a truce till the 1460. Lots of money, enough to actually pay off all of our loans, and then quite a bit from that. All right, cool. Also got the age objective. We can probably push for a golden era fairly shortly. Oopsies, clicked off my game there. So, how are we doing on stability? Okay. So brink of disaster, I think 64. All right. Now, if we want to keep our subjects loyal, we're going to need to go to war here pretty shortly. And I think it's pretty clear that we are not going to get any, I don't think we're going to get any naval dominance anytime soon. So my boys have not gotten any claims. That's not helpful. Let's see if we can get a claim on these guys. Now, have I been raided at all? I have not. Okay, that's good. I admittedly overlooked that. Let's go ahead and have you guys hunt pirates in Carthage. So that way I don't have to worry about that. Let's have you guys head home. We're going to need to lick our wounds and get the fleet back up in working order. Now, let me see here. These guys are still like not super loyal. But yeah, I think getting a claim on these guys will be a great way to I said Yathrib. Yathrib is over here. Yeah, I think this is Yathrib. Yarib is these guys. So yeah, we'll just get a claim, and we're going to be playing a little risky here. I'm just hoping that Numidia doesn't declare war on us in the meantime. We can't influence them, and I think I will do that. That gets our relations up and gives some trust. Trust is very useful, and you don't actually gain passive. Okay, that's not true. I was thinking you didn't gain passive trust. Ooh, Orthodox scholars advise the Melik. Okay, so this is from our this religion. This is a Orthodox religious school event, I believe. So a 5 Republican tradition and a level 3 trader, or a stability and yo, oh, that's so good. Who wrote this event? It was me. It was me. I wrote this event. All right, let's go, dude. We are finally out of the woods. That actually frees up admin mana to take some tech. Oh, life is good. All right. That is wunderbar. Now, I could go sell some titles, but I don't want to. I do not want the subject slip related desire from development. It's bad. We're going to have an election here this year. Okay. I think for now, we're just going to turn our army maintenance down. No, yeah. We'll just keep our army maintenance down. It's fine. Oi. I didn't expect this to be, I mean, it's not that challenging. I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't expect it to be as, it's fairly micro intensive. At least I feel like it is. Now, the question is do I want to just develop these guys? I have free cores on everything except for Isle, whatever. So I think, as painful as it may be, the prospect of integrating these guys is too juicy to give up. So they've got any drylands? It's all highlands and desert. Okay. So let's do a tiny bit of development here. Let's go for like the salt is good for some production. Some manpower dev over here. Are they loyal? Oh, they're so close. They're so close. Okay. I will do a tiny bit of admin dev as well. That will allow us a royal marriage, I reckon. If I can royal marry them. Ah, come on now. Oh, it'll let me royal marry them. Wonderful. Okay. So as long as I keep them all below, keep them all below 50%, they will not get any, what's the word I'm looking for? Anybody to support their independence. And with that, we will be able to integrate them here in just a few short years. Only 4 years in this first episode, but we got a very useful humiliate off on Egyptos. Essentially, we probably basically bankrupted them. Let's take a look at the score comparison with our rivals. Yeah, they're bankrupt. Oh, gosh. Well, we're probably going to see them crumble, if I had to guess. But either way, we're going to have to find that out in the next episode. So I hope you guys are as excited for some Post Finem as I am. Again, check it out, linked in the description. The mod is super fun. I'm super proud of it. And go show some love. You can join the Discord if you want more info on it as well. It's going to be linked in the description also next to the mod. And if you want to leave a like on this video and show your support, I really do appreciate that. I haven't done a series in a while, and I'm just really happy to get back into some especially modded stuff, because this is where EU4 really does shine, in my opinion. I love the game. I love the modding community. I love the devs too. Shout out Tinto, you guys rock. But excited to get a new fresh coat of paint on EU4, right? If you guys are excited, make sure you subscribe if you aren't already, and ding the bell so you get notified when these videos go up live every weekday.
Special thanks to Kaiser Dar of Acadia, Sheol, Gammas23, Ian Powell, Hannon Fodder, Josh Kopczynski, Agent Rhino, Blonde Damon, Isaiah, Rover, Bubba J, Saranska, Ricardo, Cobalt, Rex, Nathan Albright, and many more.